we are following a gray whale. You see him just popped up here just between us and that sailboat. See if we can scoot in a little bit for you. If you can see, this is Dana Point right here. That's the actual physical feature of Dana Point. And there's the whale. So we are just outside the harbor. You can see the jetty back behind the sailboat there. So we're literally just outside the harbor. Following a California gray whale. Here he comes. How cool is that? Gray whales can be anywhere, females top out at about 50 feet, and that's a really big female. Males are about 10% overall smaller. But mostly here they're somewhere between 30 and 40 feet. And the males then just a little bit smaller than that. Females are smaller so they can carry the babies and be able to nurse them. If you can imagine the babies for a gray whale, pretty darn big, 8 to 10 feet long. Can weigh, about 8,000 pounds or so when they're born. So my mom's got to be a little bit bigger in order to carry all that extra weight. Was a dive here, so we'll wait just a minute and come back in just a second.
Hey girls, what should we name this whale? How about Oscar?
These gray whales have the longest migration of any mammal on Earth. 12 to 14,000 miles round trip. They travel, most of them, from the Chukchi Sea north of Alaska. Some of them come as far away as Russia and across the Bering Straits as well. They go all the way down to the Baja Peninsula where they mate. Also, the moms will give birth and begin to raise their young. Stay there for 5 or 6 weeks until the calves are strong enough to be able to begin the migration back. Calves are born down in these warm waters off of the Pacific coast of Mexico in these shallow lagoons. They're born there because they don't have any fat on their bodies and wouldn't be able to survive if they were born in the frigid waters of the Arctic. Moms will feed them for 4 or 5 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks, down in the lagoons where the calves will gain 50 pounds every day from mother's milk. Mother's milk for a whale is about 55% fat. Human mother's milk is about 2%. Big difference. So these whales will gain a lot of weight very quickly.
The gray whales can have a barnacle that's only down in the lagoons and only goes on the gray whales. And they'll attach themselves, they can actually swim around, they can attach themselves to the whale. As they go up into cooler water, they die, but often their shells will stay on the body of the animal. And they're able to, as far as the sea lice and barnacles, gray whales have more parasites than any other animal on Earth, up to 400 pounds on a single animal.
North of Alaska, all the way around Alaska, down the coast of southeast Alaska, British Columbia, Washington, Oregon.
Yeah. See, that's where they like to... What is this? That's a lot different.
There's no problem. And that could be a shark in there. Chasing that stuff up. Something's chasing that to the surface. Maybe
See this big bird pile right here. And we've seen a number of piles like this. There's a lot of fish on the surface, but it's just birds that have eaten them. We're not seeing any dolphin. We're not seeing, you know, any other whales, fish-eating whales either. And we've seen probably at least 6 or 7 bird piles like this. They're just thousands of shearwaters, but no luck with dolphins or other whales. A sea lion who's caught a fish, chowing down on the fish, hiding from us right now. There he is. Finished off his snack. Birds have departed, so it doesn't look like they're going to get anything to eat out of that.
Dolphin, the one you guys see at the beach, live about 65 years. Killer whales live at least 105. But if a killer whale is a dolphin, what's the difference between a dolphin and a whale?
The big male on the other side, the back side of the buoy. See that big bump on the top of his head? That's one of the reasons you can tell that it's a male. It's called a sagittal crest. That big bump on his head. And the males will be 750 pounds and the females 250 pounds at the most. So you
Those babies, I haven't focused on them yet. Snapping pictures.
can certainly tell the one on the right is a male. That's a big adult male. These are California sea lions.